Are you trying to save on commission? Might feel smart until it costs you far more than you expect. Everyone wants to save money, especially when selling a home. That's why commission becomes the first thing. Many sellers focus on the lower fee. Bigger savings sounds logical, but in real estate, cheap commissions often cost sellers far more than they ever save. After selling more than 1,700 homes, I've seen this pattern over and over. The listing that struggles, the deals that fall apart, and homes that sell for less than they should. They almost always start with one decision: choosing a realtor based on cost instead of outcome. Here's the part sellers don't see. Commission is not the cost of selling a home. It's the tool used to maximize result. When commission is cut, something else is always cut with it. Exposure, negotiation strength, agent motivation, buyers reach, problem solving when things go sideways, and no one works harder for less than not buyers, not sellers, or agents. And the market feels the difference immediately. Let's talk about what actually happens. First, reduce buyers' engagement. Buyers' agent notice discounted listings. They know which homes are priced aggressively and which ones aren't. When compensation is low, showings slow down, not because agents are unethical, but because time goes where results are strongest. Fewer showings mean fewer offers. Fewer offers means less leverage. And leverage is where price is created. Second, weaker negotiations. A discount strategy often attracts bargain hunters, buyers who expect concession, buyers who push harder on inspections, appraisals, and condition. When a deal gets tense, and most of the experience matters, negotiation is not about talking, it's about knowing when to push and when to stop. Inexperienced or undercommitted representation costs sellers quietly, not in commission, but in price reductions, credits, and lost momentum. Third, false savings math. Let's say you save a few thousand on commission, but the home sells for tens of thousands less, or sits longer, loses buyer's urgency, or collapses and has to be relisted with a stigma. That is not savings, that is loss. Most expensive realtors is not the one who charges more. I'm Kevin Baldwin with CIR Realty. Call me directly on 403-561-0037. Here's the truth most sellers don't hear. The best realtors are not the cheapest. They are the most strategic. They protect pricing, they create competition, they manage risk, and they know how to close. When pressure shows up, anyone can list a home, anyone can discount a fee, but very few can consistently protect a seller's bottom line. Real estate is not about saving pennies, it's about protecting dollars. And when everything is said and done, the only number that matters is that what ends up in your account. So if you're thinking about selling, don't ask how cheap you can go. Ask how strong your position will be when the deal gets hard, because that's where real value shows up. The cheapest choice often becomes the most expensive mistake. Smart sellers protect their outcome, not just the fee. I'm Kevin Baldwin with CIR Realty. Call me directly on 403-561-0037. The market doesn't reward hope, it rewards precision, timing, experience. Leave a comment so we can keep the conversation going.